Hello.
No.
Do you have the salt lamp？咁呢啲咧就係用鹽整嘅，佢呢啲，所以就係一個鹽嘅四方體，跟住入邊有眼燈咁樣咧。呢座堡壘佢呢個城堡都幾完整喎，佢呢個，佢成個都仲係超完整，呢個係。Hello， 大家好，咁今集呢條影片咧就同大家嚟到埃及西部沙漠最偏僻嘅一個城市，就叫做錫亞綠洲啦。咁呢個鎮咧就距離開羅大概10個鐘車程，係非常之遠嘅。咁少少 background 同大家講啦，咁呢個錫亞綠洲啦就係最接近利比亞邊境嘅，咁算係埃及最偏遠同最具文化獨特性嘅綠洲之一。咁呢個綠洲咁出名嘅係佢嘅獨特文化啦，因為當地居民大部分都係帕柏人，佢哋講嘅就係錫亞帕柏語，就唔同其他埃及人所講嘅阿拉伯文咁樣嘅。咁由於因為呢個地理位置係真係非常之偏遠啦，好少遊客會走到嚟呢度嘅，所以錫亞綠洲相對上啦，保存佢哋自己嘅獨立啊，佢哋嘅文化傳統啊，同埋當地人嘅生活方式都係較少受外界影響咁樣嘅。咁所以我哋而家咧就係嚟到呢個 accommodation 啦，你可以見到咧係真係超綠洲 feel 啊！即係呢啲咁嘅樹啦，你喺開羅係完全唔會見到嘅。好啦，而家個 tour guide 就帶我哋去睇下，究竟佢哋呢度係點樣起佢哋自己屋嘅。哇！呢個就係佢哋咁樣起啦。
Look, this is mud.
Okay, so this is the mud.
Yeah, we mix with him sand.
Sand.
Okay, and mud and water. But sand we mix, very softy for cleaning from outside. We make it like cement, but more stronger. Usually somebody put some another white cement. We put it in it. We mix it together.
Yep.
But long time our grandfather and long time make hole like this, and then we put water in it, and then we threw beans for days. We threw it here, and when it will be grow, and then we started to use it because more mud very strong for use it for building.
Yeah.
For example, for beginning very small and then grow.
Yep.
Mud and salt.
Salt. Yeah.
It will be very big, but after that we broke it for use it for building. Look, we use palm trees and
Palm trees.
olive
Yeah.
wood.
Yeah. So these rocks are made with the salt and the mud.
Salt and mud, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Here we show you how Siwa people he live before.
Yeah.
Look, here water. We bring with this water.
Yeah, water.
With rope, okay.
Yeah.
This is for water, for drink.
For drink.
Look.
Yeah.
And then extra water we go here, very clean.
Yeah.
Better, and filter, better.
Filter.
Yeah, this is for cook.
Cook. Yeah.
Gas in it, and then for cook. This is for light.
For light.
Gas also in it.
Yeah.
And this is if you want to press beans or something like
to
this. Yes.
grind the bean. Yeah.
This is, for example, a bad smell in the house. You bring wood for olives where it be clear. After big fire, it will be clear. And then you put fire here, and you put something for smell, for good for house.
Yep.
Here we show you olives, press oil olives. Look, donkey here, round. You put olives here.
Olives
you put
here.
something, and then press it. After press it, and then you put it here, under, and then you press, and then oil will go out from here.
So you get the oil from
Yes,
the
from
olives.
here, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This is we show you how Siwa people building. This is mat and salt mat.
Yeah.
Look, guide we building. Look, half meters, building half meters, and then we dry, and then we start building another half meters.
Yeah.
Because we can't building 2 meters together because you know this is mud.
That
We
is
must
mud.
yes dry and then we build.
But must have to wait until dry, so half meter, half meter, half
Exactly.
meter.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This look after we cover it like this. This palm trees wood.
Palm tree
But
wood.
palm trees wood, we put it in salt leg about 3 day and 4 day in the salt because no ants, white ants. We go inside, we eat palm trees.
Oh,
We
yeah.
saved it long time.
Yeah.
Maybe stay more than 100 years.
Yeah.
No problem.
呢啲真係好傳統智慧啊！呢啲嗱，咁佢就係呢啲咧現成品啦，就係呢半米咁樣淋上去。嗱，睇到佢哋咁樣起屋法咧，即係當然佢呢啲咁樣嘅起法就唔可以起得高啦。見到我身後邊嗰啲大廈咧，得個2層、3層咁上下 max 噶啦。你再起得高嘅話咧，就冇噶啦，呢啲就一定冧噶啦。但係即係咁樣講，你唔講嘅話咧，我都唔知佢哋係就咁用啲泥啊、溝水啊，跟住再加埋啲 palm trees 嗰啲去做，真係睇唔出。呢啲完全係未起好嘅，呢就佢哋一路都係整緊，咁就會慢慢咁樣就起上去咁樣嘅。哇！呢啲真係好得意啊！呢啲。
This is mosque.
Yeah.
This mosque about 99 years.
99
About
years.
1,000 years.
Yeah.
Till now work. Look how building.
Yep.
From down to up, all mud and salt, stone salt. All you found what means I tell you. Look, look here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this I mean this is very old building.
Yep. So these are the shell from the Salt Lake, or
From Salt Lake, yes.
Yeah.
In the surface, you found it.
Okay.
After Salt Lake, we take stone in the surface, and then we go down.
Yeah.
For example, 3 meters, 4 meters, you found salt. But this first salt, crystal salt.
Yep. 哇！呢啲就係嗰啲鹽嘅結晶體啦，跟住佢有嗰啲豆啊，嗰啲豆皮啊，嗰啲殼啊。
This is mosque on the side, but now close. Look inside, see what style.
哦，呢啲就係佢傳統嗰啲住宅就係咁樣啦，但係佢依家咧就係封咗呢度。
Look also door from palm trees.
Yep, palm trees. Yep.
Okay, this palm trees and this is olive wood.
All this root.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very strong. Olives and palm trees.
All these palm trees. 哇，都好實淨喎！佢咁樣做。
You know, Siwa,
Yeah.
we have 2 family long time. This family, east and west.
East and west.
Yeah, we fight each other.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is why we make fortress because for problem each other. Wow.
Wow！嗱，咁我依家咧就上到嚟呢度係個頂嘅，就叫做沙里城堡啦。咁呢個城堡啦，就好似頭先個導遊咁樣講啦，用呢度嘅特產啦，即係攞啲泥啊、鹽啊、沙咁樣去做成嘅。咁嗰陣時咧，你可以見到全部咧，即係以前啦， 就係我嚟去抵抗呢個入侵者，同埋當一個保護城咁樣嘅，就係for當地嘅居民咁樣嘅。但係因為啦，呢個堡壘就係當時用當地嘅材料製造啦，咁其實就係好容易受到風雨侵蝕嘅。好似唔知喺19唔知幾年3幾年嗰陣時咧，咁就係因為一場大雨，因為始終佢溪啊嗰啲係雨水就都係會溶嘅，咁所以咧就係可以見到散晒㗎。其實而家成個所謂嘅城堡，當然佢個頂咧就係已經俾人衝到爛晒啦，已經。但係喺呢個位咧，你係喺個山個頂嗰度啦，就係可以睇晒成個錫亞綠洲嘅市況咁樣啦。喺個 tour 中間有大概個半鐘頭嘅空餘時間，就當然唔好嘥咗佢啦。咁我就自己樹咗出嚟呢個白沙，即係呢個 market 嗰度咧，咁就睇下叫做體驗下當地人最傳統嘅有啲乜嘢手信可以買翻去啦，同埋即係呢幾日都係不斷都係有啲 tour guide 咁帶我周圍走，所以實際我都冇乜自己嘅 me time 去探索下呢個綠洲嘅。咁頭先啦，我出到嚟呢度咧，就係叫個 accommodation 幫我安排啲3輪車過嚟嘅。咁咧就入去睇下先啦。呢度咧暫時就有啲傳統服飾咁樣嘅。咁傳統服飾我就覺得應該唔會買翻去。Hello. No. Do you have the salt lamp? Is this the salt lamp? Oh, okay. How much are they?
This 150.
150. OK. 呢啲就係佢叫鹽燈咁樣嘅。咁150磅又唔係貴喎。OK。咁呢啲咧就係佢呢度嘅用鹽整嘅，佢呢啲。所以就係一個鹽嘅四方體，跟住入邊有盞燈咁樣咧，就幾個人。咁佢150磅，即係大概5蚊澳紙一個。咁我都覺得 OK 啊。咁即係呢啲都抵玩嘅。咁佢呢啲咧就要喺呢度先有得買啫，出邊開羅嗰啲揾唔到。咁啊，似乎呢度啲人咧就好似老實啲，就冇開羅嗰啲即係亂咁同你開價咁樣嘅。咁依家咧就同佢叫我包實啲先。好啦，手信第一個就買咗啦。你唔好話喎，都好聚手下喎。嗱，咁佢仲有好多唔同嘅設計嘅，有啲金字塔啦咁樣嗰啲嘅。但係我就係普普通通咁樣就呢隻，咁就係有啲就喺上面個頂嗰度有啲石咁樣嘅。咁呢度咧就有啲地氈嗰啲咁上下嘅嘢嘅，都幾靚嘅呢啲。佢呢啲都好靚㗎，佢呢啲都做得。
我喺影片一直提及過嘅鹽，其實就係嚟自呢啲鹽湖啦。鹽湖係錫亞綠洲最標誌性嘅特徵之一。咁話到明係特徵啊嘛，當然就要嚟呢度打下卡啦。鹽湖入邊嘅水其實係自然嘅地下水，仲要係深層嘅地下水嚟嘅。加上呢度乾旱氣候，水分蒸發速度極之快，就令到大量嘅鹽累積咗喺度，就形成咗呢啲超高濃度嘅鹽湖啦。鹽湖嘅水質非常之清，湖水反射藍色嘅天空，所以啲水係藍綠色嘅。而且呢度嘅鹽湖嘅鹽度比死海更高，所以好輕鬆就可以浮喺湖面上面啦。
試下先。Wow, so pretty. 我哋而家就嚟到呢個叫 Fanless Island 啦，咁就係沿住個湖邊嘅。咁我哋就睇日落，大家睇下，好靚啊！ 黐線嘅，點解可以靚到咁樣㗎？嗱，其實嚟到呢度咧，其實係可以任我哋揀位嘅。咁你可以咧就見到湖邊嘅呢啲靠近嘅，又或者行出少少，呢啲就有啲係直情一個竇咁樣嘅。行出望下先啦，我哋嗱呢度都仲有好多位可以俾你睇日落嘅。呢度咁樣行過去都仲有嘅，所以係好多位可以俾你揀嘅。但係咧，我就揀咗喺呢棵樹底，就啱啱好遠處嗰度有兩個四方框隔離嗰度，因為嗰個位啱啱縮入去咧，就望住呢個山景。呢度有個山仔，呢度啲山景都好靚下。哇！超舒服啊呢度，好靚啊真係呢度。咁我哋而家見到呢個啦，就係大神廟，就係呢個阿布辛貝神廟嘅其中之一個最主要嘅廟嚟嘅。咁佢依家前邊4個雕像咧，就係以前法老拉美西斯2世嘅雕像。